Welcome to this video on selecting relevant and credible sources for research. In today's digital age, information is readily available, but not all sources are created equal. Today, we will explore the key steps to navigate through the sea of information and find trustworthy sources for your research. We will also look at how to use Google Scholar search engine to make the research process easier. Step 1. Define your research question. Before diving into the sea of information, it's essential to clearly define your research question. Take the time to understand what you need to know and what aspects you will be exploring. This will help you stay focused and identify relevant sources more efficiently. For example, the DAL 5111 projects ask that you critically evaluate the following statement. Currently, higher education is too difficult to pass in South Africa. The pass mark should be lowered to 30% for all higher education modules. To critically evaluate means to assess or analyze something in a comprehensive and insightful manner, taking into consideration its strengths, weaknesses, and overall value. It involves a thoughtful and objective examination of the subject matter, supported by evidence and logical reasoning. When critically evaluating, you aim to form a well-reasoned judgment or assessment based on specific criteria or standards. It goes beyond simply summarizing or describing. Instead, it requires you to delve deeper, question assumptions, consider different perspectives, and provide a balanced and informed analysis. As you can see, by using the instruction words critically evaluate, you know that you will need to conduct research and form your own position on this topic based on the evidence and examples that you collect. You also need to identify the key words and phrases to have a clear understanding of the main research areas. In the case of this topic, the key words should be higher education, too difficult to pass, South Africa, and pass mark. These keywords should be the starting point of your research. If you conduct research using an online database, these will be the search terms you start with. The next step to follow to find relevant and credible sources is to begin with trusted sources. Start your search by exploring trusted sources such as academic databases, scholarly journals, and reputable websites, which are available on the library page. Google Scholar is an academic database that includes scholarly sources. These sources have undergone rigorous peer review processes and maintain high standards of quality and credibility. When using search engines, try narrowing down your results by using advanced search options, such as filtering by publication date or limiting your search to academic domains. This will help you find more relevant and up-to-date information. In a bit, we will look at how to filter the search results on Google Scholar. Step 3. Evaluate the source's credibility. Evaluating the credibility of a source is crucial to ensure the reliability and accuracy of the information it provides. Consider factors such as the author's credentials, the publication's reputation, and the presence of citations and references. One effective evaluation method is using the CRAAP test. It stands for currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. The currency of a source refers to the date the source was published and the timeliness of the information presented. It is important that a source is not outdated. The relevance of a source refers to the content of the source. The information needs to be on topic for you to use it in responding to the research question. The authority of the source refers to evaluating if you trust where the information comes from. Here, you can look at the authors of the source, any affiliations they have, and the publisher. The accuracy points towards the reliability, truthfulness, and correctness of the content. And to evaluate the purpose of the source, you will need to assess the reason this information exists. Basically, why did the authors publish the source? By assessing these elements, you can determine if the source aligns with your research needs. Step 4. Cross-reference multiple sources. Don't rely on a single source to form your conclusions. If you are tasked with writing an academic research essay, using one source will not be enough. By including multiple sources, you are showing your lecturer that you have done intensive research, thought critically about the arguments presented, and used the information gathered to form your own argument on the topic. Cross-referencing multiple sources allows you to verify information, identify patterns and similar arguments, and gain a more comprehensive understanding of your topic. To organize your sources effectively, consider using citation management tools such as Mendeley. They help you to keep track of your references, generate citations, and easily revisit your sources during the writing process. Once you have found multiple sources during the writing process, you will notice that some sources are primary sources, while others are secondary sources. So what is the difference between a primary and secondary source? Understanding the difference between primary and secondary sources is crucial for conducting thorough research and building a strong academic argument. Let's explore the distinctions between these two types of sources. Primary sources are original, first-hand accounts or data that provide direct evidence or information about a particular event, topic, or research subject. They are created by individuals who directly experienced or witnessed the events or phenomena being studied. For example, if the authors of an academic journal conducted interviews with tertiary students to find out what was hindering their ability to succeed in their studies and wrote the article to present their findings, this would be considered a primary source. It offers unique insights and perspectives from that time. Secondary sources, on the other hand, are interpretations or analyses of primary sources. They are created by researchers or scholars who have analyzed and synthesized these primary sources to provide a broader understanding or interpretation of a particular topic. A scholarly book discussing the historical context of South Africa and its higher education and analyzing multiple primary sources would be an example of a secondary source. It helps us understand different viewpoints and interpretations based on primary source evidence. While primary sources offer direct access to the original information, secondary sources provide valuable context, analysis, and interpretation of that information. Remember, a well-rounded research project often incorporates a combination of primary and secondary sources to strengthen the credibility and depth of your analysis. Step 5. Avoid plagiarism. Lastly, always remember to give credit where credit is due. Plagiarism is a serious academic offense. When using information from sources, properly attribute them through the use of proper citations, quotation marks, or paraphrasing, while following the IIE Harvard referencing style. And there you have it. By following these steps, you'll be equipped with the skills to navigate the sea of information and find relevant and credible sources for your research. Now we will be exploring the wonderful world of Google Scholar and learning how to effectively utilize it for your research needs. Google Scholar is a powerful search engine that specifically focuses on scholarly literature, including articles, theses, books, conference papers, and more. It allows you to access a vast number of academic resources and is an invaluable tool for your research. Now let's get started with some essential tips for using Google Scholar effectively. Tip number 1. Mastering keyword search. Just like any search engine, Google Scholar relies on keywords to find relevant articles. However, there are a few tricks to refine your search and get more accurate results. Use quotation marks to search for exact phrases. For example, reasons tertiary students drop out will prioritize articles with that specific phrase. You can also use Boolean operators such as and, or, and not to make the search results more specific. Utilize advanced search options, which can be found by clicking on the menu icon on the top left-hand corner of the Google Scholar homepage. It allows you to narrow down your search by author, publication, date range, and more. Tip number 3. Filter and sort your search results. Google Scholar offers various options to refine and organize your search results effectively. On the left-hand side of the search results page, you'll find a menu that allows you to filter by publication date, subject area, and more. Use these filters to narrow down your results to the most recent and relevant articles. You can also sort the articles by relevance or by the number of citations they have received. Sorting by citations can help you identify influential papers in your field. The Save option allows you to bookmark or save an article to your personal library within Google Scholar. By clicking on this option, you can create a collection of articles that you can revisit later without having to perform the search again. Clicking on Cite generates a citation for the selected article in different citation styles, such as Harvard, APA, MLA, or Chicago. Please note, these references are not always accurate. You still have to consult the IIE referencing guide and ensure that all of the required referencing details are included. You will often need to add this missing information to your reference list to avoid losing marks for poor referencing. The Cited By link shows you a list of articles that have cited the selected article. This feature is helpful for understanding the impact and influence of a particular research paper or finding additional relevant resources. It allows you to explore the scholarly conversation around a specific article by identifying other researchers who have referenced it. The Related Article feature provides a list of articles that are related or similar to the selected article. These articles typically have content or topics closely aligned with the one you're currently viewing. It can be a useful tool for discovering additional research that might be relevant. The Versions link enables you to explore different versions of the selected article. It may include preprints, postprints, or versions hosted on other platforms, and the PDF version of the full article. And there you have it. With these tips, you'll be well equipped to navigate Google Scholar like a pro. Remember to refine your keyword search, explore the citation trail, filter and sort your results, and make use of library links and the citation export. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have found it helpful and that it will enhance your research skills. Stay tuned for more educational videos to support your academic journey. Happy researching!